I'm sorry about all of the vent videos I've been posting recently. But tomorrow is me, my uncle, my mom, and my sister's birthday party. But it's real. The whole this is this is just another vent. And if you're wondering, no, I didn't cut myself again today. I am still 2 to 3 days clean of that. I'm staying strong. And yeah. But this is just a vent. Also, sorry if I sound like shit. It's just like I have a stuffy nose. So I'm gonna sound like shit. Anyways. Let's move on to a really huge vent topic. My auntie. So basically, I'm making a vent about my auntie and some of the things she does that really aren't really that good. Oh god, I don't even know where to start. Um, I guess we'll start about her jealousy. So my aunt is always really jealous about, like, as I've probably pointed out before, my aunt is like always really jealous of like me and my mom, and like she'll get all weird about stuff, like if like I'm getting compliments about it and like she doesn't approve of it or whatever, and it's like she really doesn't like when people are like, oh yeah, you look like just like your mom when she was younger. And like usually when we finally start bonding again and stuff, she'll find something to distract me from my mom. And it's like, dude, you need to stop being jealous. Especially because I have a baby sister now. I have the right, and like I should always have the right to at least speak to my mom in person. And it's like my aunt's always jealous of my mom and stuff, because like my aunt's like all micromanaging my life, and it's like she thinks that she's like my mom and stuff, or that like she's my mother figure and that like she raised me, when in all reality it was a variety of different people who raised me. She took part of it ish, but that was a smaller part of it, mostly just putting me on the bus. Like, I don't need to be picked up from the bus, although it is nice. I get to. It's like I can always have such a fun blast with her every once in a while. But it's like I always have to try my hardest to like not mess anything up, because she'll get pissed off really easily and stuff. And one thing that apparently is kind of like very common uh in Native. I don't want to say just Native American people. I do want to just say generally Indigenous people, but I feel like it might be more predominantly Native American people. So is where like you'll be told to. It's like very common thing. It's like people, Native American people sometimes, kind of common-ish, will tell their kids to do shit, but they didn't even teach them how to do that shit. So it's like, I'm always confused when she's like, clean your room and shit. It's like, I know my room's dirty. It's just, I can't tell completely, 100% what is trash and what is not. Um, uh, I do keep in mind I'm not completely sure. This is not self-diagnosing, but I might have I might have a hoarding fuck. just a hoarding problem, a big hoarding problem, like hoarding disorder. It's like I tend to hoard stuff. And it's like my aunt, she's kind of the opposite ish. She has a very messy ass apartment and all. And it's like it's like now we're just getting on to the topic of Azriel, but like I love Azriel to bits and pieces, but I just can't handle her sometimes. Fuck, she almost gave me a mental breakdown recently. I had to go and fucking sleep in the purple room with my mom and sister that night. Cause like Azriel was all like attacking me for no reason, and I was like, get away from me. And she just wouldn't get the fuck away from me, and she just kept attacking me for nothing. And it's like apparently all of the cats Auntie has tend to turn out psychopathic. It's just anyways, let's get on to a different topic of something my aunt will do. Before this turns out to be 30 minutes long and I haven't even touched. I haven't even scraped the surface. Just so my aunt does this thing where if you're like, oh, that's cute, you know, she'll automatically be like, oh, so you want it? Or something like that. And she'll be like, oh, so you want it? And then she'll get it for you. In very rare times, it's usually only me. I will be able to be like, no, I don't want to wear this and all. It's like, I can think something is cute, but I don't want to wear it. You wouldn't see me wearing it. But my mom, she's much better, like, about shopping and, like, about, like, oh, you like this? Oh, you don't want to wear it? Okay, that's cool. Unlike Auntie, who's not very cool with that. Cool about that. It's like, Auntie's all possessive and shit over me. And it's like she is really hypocritical. It's like she's a completely different person around her few friends that she has. And it's like she's too weird to go out and make more friends. And she doesn't understand shit about love. Yet she's all like telling my mom to go dump my stepdad. I'm just gonna call him my dad from now on, since he basically is my dad now. But yeah, so just for knowledge, I'm not talking about my biological dad. I don't really know him that well. But anyways, she's all telling my mom to go dump my dad and all. And it's like, they've been together for years. And like, my dad has always found a way to like help make things like more positive through the thick and thin. So like when they were outside of a fucking Winco with no tent, in like no tent at all, like they were still homeless back then, he found a way to make the best of the situation as he could, and I admire him for that. Although he can be a bit of a dodo, and kind of has problems. I'm not gonna get much of that on him, but yeah. And it's like she says she's a good ally, or she says she's an ally, but I really don't believe it. At least not a good trans and non-binary ally. She will not respect my pronouns to save her fucking life. And it's like, she'll always let Kai win this little argument of pronouns and shit. I never get to win. She's like, oh. And like, she'll be like, oh, at least I know my, like, for comebacks of like, oh, at least I know my gender or something like that. And it's like, no. I don't identify with gender. I'm not a girl. Because she's always implying me being like, oh, at least I'm a girl, blah, 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 something about like me knowing my gender and being a girl or whatever. And it's like, if I do shit makeup and she fucking notices, she's gonna point it out. And she's gonna, if I try and hide my face, she's gonna keep pointing it out. No matter what. It's just overall terrible, but there's some good times with her. There's some good and bad times, you know? It's like, I love her to death, but she can just be annoying and fucking hypocritical and controlling. And it's like, she's like, oh, I shouldn't be chasing after other people's children. I'm like 35 now and all that. Yet she's trying to control my life. And she's like, oh, I have anger issues and I shouldn't be taking care of children. And then she's like, oh, well, I can take care of your baby sister, and stuff. And it's like, she only gets to see she usually really only gets to see the darling little angel side of my baby sister, because that's usually when she's around. And it's like, she doesn't know my baby sister's true evil side. She barely even knows, like, she's only, like, partially, like, 0.000000000000001%. That was a whole bunch of zeros. Just, she barely knows shit about Kaya's bad little demon side and all. And, like, she has this huge ass double standard, because she's, like, tried controlling my uncle and my mom before, but they had stronger personality types. It's like, and apparently this all is, like, affecting me even more than it did both of them. But, like, she'd give my uncle energy drinks and stuff, but I'm not allowed to have energy drinks, and she'd give me a straight up fucking coffee in 4th grade, but I can't have some simple little Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull. I actually prefer to drink Monster Energy. Don't worry. I do have a partial supplier, and don't worry, I'm drinking the Monster Energy drinks responsibly. I'm not drinking, like, 3 at a time or, like, slugging one down all the way immediately. I'm taking breaks in between, and afterwards I'm drinking some water, usually. So, yeah. It's like, she's trying to get, so as you all know, I have, like, a big-ish room. It's, like, bigger than her living room and all. And it's like, it's like, she wants me to move into the purple room, which is a lot smaller than this room. And it's like, I am the best suited to have this room, in all honesty. It's like, we're not excited for her to move into this house, if she does. Because, like, she's all like, Grandpa's trying to get me into the other room and all, but it's like, my mom, my uncle, my grandpa, well, mostly my mom and my uncle, say that, like, that she shouldn't have this room, but I should keep this room. And my grandpa's only concerned about me getting a bed, like a proper bed. My aunt is selfish and wants this room for herself. And it's like, at least I will let people use my bathroom. If she moved into this room, oh dear God, nobody but her would be using that bathroom. It's like, sure, I keep this place, like, in Arctic tundra. It's like, sure, I keep this place, like, 35 degrees, Fahrenheit. I think. Fahrenheit. But why should that matter? I mean, it really doesn't. And it's like, I will let people go in and out of my bathroom. Fun fact, I'll even encourage them to use my bathroom. Although, I do make it a little bit of a hell for people. So it's like, if you're in a desperate, dire emergency to use the fucking toilet, you have to open my sliding door, and then you have to lift up the toilet lid. Because, like, I tend to leave the toilet lid down as a habit. I started giving myself due to Azriel drinking toilet water and stuff. And, like, our toilet usually had chemicals in it. You know, those chemical things you put on the side to, like, that clean your toilet and all. Pretty sure you know what I mean. But if you don't, that's sad. I'm sorry that you don't. But I'm pretty sure you do know. If not, oh gosh, I don't know why I keep going to the if not. That's wasting so much time. But anyways, due to Azrael and stuff, at this point, this is just turning into me just talking about my whole entire life. Well, maybe not my whole entire life. You know, I'm like not saying names and all. But yeah, I'm getting into a whole rant and stuff. Hopefully, this doesn't turn into like 3 hours long. But anyways, sorry if I waste so much time of your life. I feel like I should end it here, although I probably have a lot more I want to talk about. But anyways, have a good morning, noon, or night. Thank you so much for watching this and like just listening about my life. Bye. Stay safe.